Hi, my darlings. How are you? This is going to be for my Leos, and this is going to be a message for whenever it reaches you. Oy. I will be using the Afro Goddess Tarot Arcanas deck, and then I will pull you a card from the Afro Goddess Oracle deck. To everyone stopping by, darlings, you know I receive you all with open arms and an open heart. Please know I deliver these messages to you from my heart to your heart always. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. Okay, Leo? So let's see what messages we have for you. Leo. We have the Three of Pentacles, your finances. Something is growing with your career or your finances are concerned. Maybe some type of partnership going on, okay? And it seems pretty good. Now, there's some sadness attached to you. Now, I don't know if something happened with this situation or what, but there's some type of break here. Maybe there was an ending, a dissolve. Maybe the partnership dissolved in some type of way. We got the Three of Swords. That's about heartache. It's because of an ending. We have the Ten of Swords here. We have the Moon. There was a lot of uncertainty in the past, but I think you started seeing things properly or seeing them clearer. And maybe you chose to put an end to that partnership. But you had a lot of uncertainty in the past here. We have the Moon, but things started coming to the surface. And then there was the feeling of lack. We have the Five of Pentacles. You feel like you can't get to where you've been thinking about. You know, oh my goodness, there's always something in my way. You know, I can never get there. Stop thinking like that. We're going to face challenges in life. Seriously, we are going to face challenges. All right? But stop thinking that, oh, well, what's going to happen next? You know, something's always happening. Stop. That's speaking negativity into what's coming, you know? No, just breathe, babies. Just relax. Whatever comes your way, I'm not saying you ain't going to have challenges. But whatever comes your way, you can be able to handle them. You're going to look over your shoulder and you're going to start seeing how far you came. All them traumas and all them things you had overcome in life. Okay? You're going to start looking within and you're going to start being gentle with yourself. I know you got a full heart, a huge heart of courage and fire, passion. Babies, trust yourself, okay? Nothing ever stays the same. It changes because of self. It takes a lot of work. You got to be willing to do that work. So, and the Five of Pentacles, that's temporary, okay? It's not it's not permanent. It's gonna leave. Okay, it's a temporary feeling of lack, and that's probably because of the heartache and the uncertainty that you faced. Then you have the Hierophant here. Now, if this is a relationship, it could have been something that was long-term, or it could have been a marriage or something of the sort. It's also, if it's a business, it could have something to do with the contract. You know, you had the Three of Pentacles there. So maybe there was some kind of breakup or of a partnership in some kind of way. But the Hierophant is also about your stability, you know, that's how I feel, and your wisdom, right? And you have the wisdom to move forward. You have everything you need. You got the keys. You hold the keys. Okay? So you got the Hierophant. And then you have the Eight of Swords. This ending does have you tied up. Okay, I'm not saying it doesn't. Darlings, when things happen in life, we have to process those feelings. Cry as much as you need to cry. I don't know what your ending was, okay? But I know last year, October, mine was my daughter. Okay, she was 33 years old when she left. I still cry. I still cry. I think I'll forever cry. But I know she's here. You know what I mean? I know it. She's energy. Energy can't die. But I had to get that to that place. You know, I did a lot of work. I did a lot of work on myself. No matter what it is, no matter what happened, we can overcome. And I ain't saying I'm not going to cry still. Shoot, every night I lay down, I cry. Every night before I go to sleep, I chat with her. You know what I mean? When I wake up in the mornings, 3 o'clock in the morning, I chat with her. So anyway, so you're tied up, okay? But you're going to get yourself out of this feeling, okay, babies? You got the 8 of Swords here. You'll be able to get your... This is the card of free will. You're going to start releasing things that no longer serve you. And once you start doing that, you're going to start to feel brand new. Now, you're not going to release people, you know what I mean? You just release the emotion attached to the event, you know, whatever took place. If they're meant to leave your life, they're going to leave your life no matter. Okay, babies? But you don't release them. They're going to, if they're not meant to be there, they will leave. You got the 7 of Swords here. The 7 of Swords, maybe this situation, maybe they betrayed you. They backstabbed you. That's why you had to make that decision and say, no more. That's why it broke your heart. Because whether it was business or it was love, I mean, there was a betrayal. You got the 7 of Swords. But you're starting to release these things, okay? And you got the Daughter of Wands. And the Daughter of Wands is about you being very creative. Having really, really creative ideas because of the passion that dwells within you. You're very passionate. You know that. You got to start trusting your intuition. Now, I don't know if there's an air energy in your environment, a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. But this energy is going to bring in some type of, I don't know, help, success. Something. But you're going to be successful no matter what. Now, this energy could be your energy. Maybe you starting to draw your boundaries and, I can't allow this situation to happen again, whatever it was, and you figured out how to do it. Or you figured out this was really, really messed up what happened or took place. And I have to be more aware. And I can't let people cross that line, whatever the situation was. So the Goddess of Swords is about speaking really firm and drawing your boundaries, okay? It could also be an air energy, a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. But you're going to use your intuition. You're going to trust yourself. You got to open up your heart to you, okay? You will be successful no matter what, but it's up to you. You will pick yourself back up, babies. I give you my word. But it's up to you. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't give you my word. It really is up to you. It's up to self. Because we always have to have a balance. You know what I mean? We always have to have a balance. We have Daughter of Cups, we have Goddess of Swords, and we have the 6 of Wands. And there's sadness. There's sadness. Could have been with another water energy here, or with a water energy, a Pisces, a Cancer, a Scorpio. An energy that brought an abundance of sadness to you. That's where I'm seeing where love is concerned. Also, where your finances, your career. This break really made you sad. You have the Goddess of Cups, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and you have the 5 of Cups. And then you have the Ace of Cups here. Now, no matter what, there is an opportunity here for you to bounce back, and you will, because you're going to love yourself enough. Okay? I mean, I ain't talking about walking around being all full of yourself and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You're going to look at your traumas. A lot of us don't want to look at them. But you're going to look at them and you're going to start overcoming, and your cup will overflow again with new emotions and new beautiful things happening. Nothing ever stays the same, Nothing ever stays the same. For Leo. Ooh. Card for Leo. Show me Leo. Let's do this one. The Goddess. Card 29. The Goddess. The Goddess card will represent you if you're a female. If you're a male, it can represent an important feminine figure in your life or the situation, such as a wife, fiancé, sister, or close female friend. Look at the surrounding cards to illuminate the message and situation involving this woman. This card can also point to examples of more feminine-like behaviors such as submission and reliance on emotion and intuition instead of logic. If it's in love, this can represent a woman you're in a relationship with or are interested in. If it's in career, the goddess signifies the use of feminine strengths at work or a significant female in the workplace. I don't usually do health, but health is in this book. So health is feminine reproductive system. Okay, so I love you, darlings. I want you to take care of yourself, and we definitely will chat soon. Thank you for staying.